to end these problems, they implemented the school dress code policy. After the implementation of the uniform policy, they commissioned a longitudinal study to evaluate its effectiveness. The commission found that there was a 76% drop in school-related crimes after the uniform policy was adopted, which my timeline goes up through 2006, but over 56% of our nation's public schools do indeed have uniform policies. In 1996, there was presidential support where, in the State of Union address, former President Bill Clinton referred to the issues with uniforms. His quote was, "If it means schoolrooms will be more orderly and more disciplined, and their young people will learn to evaluate themselves by what they are on the inside instead of what they're wearing on the outside, then our public schools should be able to require their students to wear uniforms." Since that time, 21 states and the District of Columbia have adopted rules that allow for districts to tell students how they should dress. These are the states that are identified in green that do have dress code policies and uniform policies. They do outnumber the states remaining that do not have those policies implemented. There is support for the dress code and uniform policies, or that students experience less peer pressure, the uniforms cost less overall, students' attendance improve, and children are free to concentrate on work. The school intruders are more easily identified, which is an argument in itself, because I don't think the uniforms would have stopped any of those that wanted to enter onto school property. The opposition feels that the uniforms detract from a child's individuality, and students will always find a way to express themselves, and that this expression leads to an undesirable form of expression with how they act out and other ways that they may dress themselves with piercings and things of that nature. The cost of uniforms is prohibited and creates a financial burden. The belief for the opponent is that it just costs more to purchase uniforms than to purchase their own clothes. And then lastly, that the uniforms lessen the child's comfort level while they are in school. However, uniforms do help establish social equality in school. A 2003 study of students in urban schools with new uniform policies found that 74% of sixth graders felt that school uniforms reduced the amount of teasing they were subjected